Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. We are now beginning Challenge Mode 4, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And let's face it, this first level can either be really easy or really annoying. So we begin with Battle Over Coruscant, a level in which you cannot backtrack at all. And there's death number 1. Now the thing about this level is that it's part of me would say use the Millennium Falcon. I do for the majority of the level. The problem is that the Millennium Falcon is so big, and this level was initially not designed with free play mode. It takes up so much of the screen. Not only that, but it's very easy to collide with things with the Millennium Falcon, yet it also has the biggest hitbox, meaning that it's the easiest to collect the blue mini kits with. You mainly just have to keep your eyes open here, because they're going to come along a path. It's not like there's any sort of secret direction you need to take, a secret wall or anything like that. Battle Over Coruscant is the exact same level it was in LEGO Star Wars 1. It's just now that we now have a free play mode and a challenge mode. Other than that, it's the exact same level, but it also means that if you pass it, you can kill yourself and you hopefully try again. But some of them are in locations where it's like right on the border of the next checkpoint. I think some of them are anyway. So you got to keep your eyes open, because these mini kids are blue. We're sort of in space around a border. Sorry, around an atmosphere of a planet. There is a blue aura coming out from Coruscant. Most of the vehicles flying around are blue. So you have got to keep an eye out. Really, they're not too hard to find. As long as you're playing this on a big TV, they're really not that hard to find. There is a dog barking outside. I do have a few close calls. I bet I just about got that one. So there are a few close calls, but for the most part, yeah, it's fine. Just sort of got to hope that you can get your positioning right with some of these buttons. I say buttons, I don't know what these things are. Just the giant shoot me lights. So did I just set fire to it? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Did I just set fire to one of the Republic's own ships? Yes, that was really weird because none of the other vehicles have death animations. They're exclusive to the Jedi Starfighters, and even then, I don't think those animations play in free play mode. I don't think it does anyway. I mean, with things like the last two vehicle levels, you just explode and then you respawn. You don't do that with this level. I can't remember if there's a free play mode for the original versions of Mos Espa Pod Race and Gunship Cavalry, or if you just play through the levels. Because I'm pretty sure A New Hope has a free play mode. I don't see why it wouldn't. It did in LEGO Star Wars 1, so I don't know why it wouldn't here, but I'm not sure about Mos Espa Pod Race or Gunship Cavalry. I think Anakin's Flight does as well. You're not gonna get much use out of it, considering that there's nothing new in the levels at all, but if there is a free play mode, then it exists. Anyway, we got a new face around here. It's Indiana Jones. And there he goes. And we won't be seeing him for the rest of the videos I've recorded up to this point, which is this one, and the next one, and the next one. We're halfway into episode 4, that's what I've recorded up to so far. So Indiana Jones is pretty much Han Solo, but with with different clothes. I mean, there's lots of different versions of Han Solo. Like, he does all the same things. He even does a little gun twirl that Han Solo does when he puts things back. I think he has like the same standing position and everything like that. He's just Han Solo, which makes sense. It's Harrison Ford. Who else would it be? Other than that, I think it feels like his combat attacks are a little bit slower because he uses his whip rather than simply slapping things. And it feels a bit slower. I think it's got a bit more range, but it seems a bit more delayed compared to normal slapping. But that's it. Otherwise, he's just a standard blaster character. So anyway, Chancellor in Peril. The reason that Indiana Jones disappeared and suddenly it was like Count Dooku and I think R2-D2 is because I ended up missing one in this level. I didn't realise until like just after the Count Dooku fight, which was being very much against me in the first run, and it wasn't really with me that much in the second run either. Like, it did not like me. It's just like Count Dooku just he wouldn't do anything. I don't know why. He was just standing there. He wouldn't attack me. I mean, we've seen enemies and I think even some boss fights just not do anything during free play mode. But in this case, he was doing it after I attacked him. Like, I would hit him, he would jump away, and then he wouldn't do anything again, and I would just stand there for ages, or I'd have to take out the other droids, and he just wouldn't do anything. He was very much against me. The AI character, my partner, very often whenever Count Dooku did start zapping me with his electricity, and I can't do anything about that, I have to switch characters. But no, they decide to run away. I think we actually see that in the boss fight. That's me. Why did you ignore the door? That's better. Anyway, this is Ki-Adi-Mundi. He looks... I mean, I always found him to be a bit of one of the odder ones. I don't know why, considering what Star Wars is filled with. Take that, fan base. I do that all the time. Yeah. Getting that. I mean, God forbid there's a bit of diversity in Star Wars. I mean, since when was there ever loads of aliens and droids in Star Wars, and yet it's the slightly different looking humans that you have an issue with? I still find it weird. I still find it very confusing how people complain that Star Wars has a load of plot holes when the Last Jedi is filled with plot holes, when not only is there only about 3, but Star Wars has had a plot hole ever since it first came out, on the simple fact of it's supposed to be a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, right? So why does it look like the future and it's filled with humans? That's a funny looking galaxy far, far away that still has humans on it, and it's pretty weird that it's supposed to be a long time ago in a heavily futuristic world. It's a long time ago, after MASH, but before after MASH. When the gays weren't all in your face about it, whatever that meant. I don't know what that one means. But if General Grievous gets stuck under, does get stuck under the stairs, so don't switch to General Grievous under there. Anyway, Ki-Adi-Mundi, he's pretty much a Jedi with a really big, tall head. Like in the actual films, it's a hump, sort of. That was a lot faster than normal. Whereas here, his Lego model is literally just extended. And then he has that little connection bit on the top. Yes, I am yawning throughout this video. I just came back from work. It was very busy. So now I'm tired, but I had to get this done. I don't know why I'm going for these guys. He's not doing... I mean, in this case, it's because there's a blue minikin there, but... otherwise, that's why. Otherwise, I don't know why I keep going for these guys. And I think I do end up missing a blue minikit, and then I backtrack for it. Like, he was being a lot better there. Like, I came in here, I was like, oh, did I miss one again? Oh, no, wait, it's in that room. Eventually I work out, there I go. I remember now. It's just around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so now we can proceed with the level. Thankfully, there's no blue mini-kits in any of these doors, nor is there one in the lift section, so just run, run, run. Although very nearly I die a few times. Because the camera, I think, could be a little bit further back when it comes to avoiding those things. It's like, that was number 1. That was number 2. And that was number 3. Right, so our last one... not our last one. Our second to last one is just through here, and then the last one is in the very final area on the bridge. It's pointless that I do that. I could probably just skip all of that just by switching to... Well, switching to a droid, yeah, like that. That's what you have to do. You can skip right through it all. Okay, so our last mini kit. Once I get past these guys, I think I do kill them. Or do I? Do I kill them? He killed me. No, I just go for it. I do briefly forget where it is. Do I die one more time? No, I don't. Okay. Well, I might die now. Yep, there I go. I could have sworn back in the first, back in Escape from Naboo, the droids stopped and they didn't fire at me. It's the only time that seems to have happened. Right, well, our next level is very simple, as it's just a boss arena. But amazingly, I got lost here too. In the weirdest possible area. So next up, it's General Grievous. And 9 out of 10 of the blue canisters are just placed in different areas of the level. One of them, however, is right in the arena where you fight Grievous. It's right in the central arena, and that is the one that I missed. I don't know how I missed it. It's just slightly off camera, and then I just decided, right, let's go for everything else. Completely ignoring the fact that there is one in the middle arena. Come on, Boba Fett. There we go. There it is. Number 2, just break down the wall. Again, several of these are in the same places as the original mini-kits. I mean, this is a level that doesn't really give you a lot of options. Thankfully, I'm not wandering around this place for too long. I mean, there's only 2.5 minutes left on the video. A good chunk of that is the final statistics. But yeah, I mean, the arena's so small, you're not exactly going to be wandering around it for a long time. So just grab... I don't know where I was going there. 2 of them in this section. So first you need to get into the open the middle bit. So that one's in exactly the same place as the mini kit initially was. And there's our other one. So activate the things. Powerball helps you with avoiding the bombs. Of course, you need to activate the bombs in order to get one of the Powerballs. And this is where I got lost. Trying to think, where is the last one? Where could it be? Is it down here? No, it's not down here. Got 2 high jump characters. It's like, I think, free play mode often seems to just give you the boss character that you're fighting in it. In this case, General Grievous, but it gave me... Oh no, actually his bodyguard was because that was who the AI character was. Like when I finished Chancellor and Peril, that was why he did that. It wasn't in that alcove, it isn't where I have to do the high jumping section. It's in the middle arena past me. So avoid Grievous, and there it is, in the most obvious of places. Yeah, but there's 10 mini-kits, there's gonna be one there. Ow. Surprised it didn't start attacking me again, actually. Alright, so we've got 3 down, 3 to go. The bigger levels now. So next up we have Defense of Kashyyyk, Ruin of the Jedi. And yet that involves doing quite a lot in that second to last area with all the different alcoves. I think that's the one that makes up most of the video. And then we have Darth Vader. So I will see you guys then.